Meow, meow, meow. Come here, little one. Little one. Why are you gonna jump in through the door? Sit on the habitat and meow at me. Come here, you. Oh, you freaking... Why are cats the way they are? Nobody knows. Let's have a look at this game. I don't expect anything good. That's the secret to not being disappointed, by the way. Although I'm pretty confident we all share that strategy. Just don't expect anything. I'm so tired. Had to work overtime again. I think my boss just doesn't like me. Just to go to visit my grandma now. 1 second. That's too warm. I don't want that. 50% seems to be about right. There we go. She asked me if I want some tea. I can't say no to an offer like that. Really? You like the tea that much? I'm digging this guy's fucking Pontiac Fiero. We got a spammer. Dogehype.com seems legit. Okay, Steam controller does not work. Let's see if Xbone controller works. I can go forward and backward, but not turn. Only keyboard works. Cool, cool. That's fine. I'm not mad. So it's a Resident Evil-like. That much is obvious. But it's not really pre-rendered that I can tell. It uses polygon... Uh-oh. I guess my PC couldn't handle the mighty graphics of this game. There we go. Space interacts. Love that run cycle. It just looks so natural. Like he's got a dookie in his pants. That's the cool thing now. I'm just gonna make up and see if anyone buys it. Because I mean, very probably eating Tide Pods was started as a shitpost. So if I shitpost about how the cool thing now is to walk around with shit in your pants, maybe people will do it. I'm just imagining everybody just walking really carefully, but also trying to look cool. Is this really being rendered in 21:9, or is it fucking with me? By stretching it out or cropping it? It looks like only the key is an actual puzzle relevant item in that shed. Even though there was a bunch of tools. I can't, I think because it's not really 21:9. I can't see the buttons I'm supposed to click. I think this is not playable, unfortunately, because of the monitor. That happens from time to time. Womp womp. Did we do this one already? I want to say we did this one already. Yeah, oh, okay, I remember which one that was. That was actually not great. I'm getting rid of that. Please don't take that personally if you're the author and you see this. I was the cringe author when I started. Phone rings. Hello, this is Steve from Able Movers. How can I help you? Oh shit, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? My daddy taught me not to be ashamed of my penis, especially since it's such a good size and all. Hi Steve, this is Peter. I need some help moving the boxes tonight. Sure, we can definitely help you with that. Can you give me a bit more information about the job? Yeah, I have a few boxes I need to move on my new house. I need to move on my new house, okay? I'll be out tonight, so the door will be unlocked. Okay, I can come over tonight and take care of it. And also take care of your loneliness. Can you give me your address? Wait, what was that? About loneliness? 619 Main Street. Sub Short Talk. Indeed, some penis is going to happen here shortly. I'll take care of everything. Is there anything else you need from us? No, that's all. Thank you so much, Steve. You're welcome, Peter. Have a good night. You too. Thanks again. Oh, cool. Oh, good. Good. It's one of these. Steam controller works. They decided to stick you with a 4:3 aspect ratio for authenticity. I guess that's better than rendering in 16:9 and then just chopping off the top and bottom halves. Which is what a lot of them do. Also, let me crank up the sensitivity. Dining room. Oh, that's probably not the dining room. I'm not a fucking house scientist. Surely this is it? No, it's the bathroom. This is the kitchen. Okay, right click picks them up. Left click picks them up. Right click puts them down. There's no run. What was that? Who there? Gotta get up pretty early in the morning to endanger my butthole. Let's see. I can do that all by myself anyway. Is this really unpacking? I wonder. Technically, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. I don't think it would let me continue if I wasn't. You know what I've been looking at recently? It's 1920s futurism. And I realized that's kind of what I've been channeling all this time in a lot of my stories. I thought it was Tesla Punk, which I guess is another apt name for it. This early electrical technology. It's not steampunk. Steampunk is 1800s. It's early electricity. Like vacuum tubes and shit. Excuse me. It's cool stuff. You don't see the same, there's a lot of blimps. Blimps were kind of short-lived as a service, for understandable reasons. I couldn't believe it when she threatened to leave me. After all I've done for her, she had the audacity to suggest we separate because of the dog. We killed the dog for barking? It's not like I haven't killed animals before. Pigeons, rats, what's the difference? I think there's a big difference. Trophy, that's what she threatened to divorce me. Yeah, no, that seems... And let her leave me. Now I look at the ring and remind of how powerful I am. Yeah, this seems like a troubling lad. I think I'll just leave this here. Yeah, no. Who there? What could there possibly be in the bathroom they need to move here? Sup, Hill Hydra? Good to see you. Good to see the gangs all back together. We just need Zulu now and Snow Bunny. And Netis. I'm enjoying seeing Netis here. Living room. What do you call this? I want to call this Job Simulator, this trope. A lot of horror games have you doing a mundane task to lure you into false sense of security. I was sure I'd cover my tracks. Why would you write this down? Sisters were getting suspicious. Something was not right. She kept prying and asking too many questions. Decided to take action. Tried to convince her my wife was away on a trip. Started getting too close. I struck her over the head. Her glasses flew off her head. She crumpled to the floor, groaning in pain. She lay there, gasping for air. I could feel her struggling beneath me as I squeezed life out of her. This doesn't seem like a guy who would be welcome in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. He's not a very good neighbor. I want to say. Not a neighborologist. What's good in the hood, Zulu? Any new radio news? The dining room. Well done. The dining room. Everybody, amazing. Astonishing stuff. Come to the kitchen. I'm just a lowly box mover. I shall not question the murder notes. What about... Oh, there's the murder weapon. Well, I have 2 pieces of evidence, and I have written confessions and murder weapons. I really think I should take these to the cops. Never should have told my best friend about my wife. He's just another person in my life who didn't understand me, who couldn't comprehend the power that I held. She's buried. He left it off. Give me a chance. I excused myself to go to the bathroom. Punching into his back, he let out a pathetic gasp before crumpling to the floor. Felt nothing as I watched him bleed out. It was just another obstacle. Let's leave this. Yeah, no, I don't need to be messing with that. There are no other boxes. This is the dining room. This is where I din. I always din here. My din-dins. Oh, cool. That's kind of like registering for like a forum. It's on the proto-internet. Ham radio is like the proto-internet, I want to say. I wonder if there's ham radio shit posters. We'll put the murder evidence over here. Maybe the notes tell me where to put them. It doesn't tell you where to put them. This is the bedroom. Is this glitched? Oh, this goes in the baby's bedroom. Okay. That's some disconnect. Oh, that work made me thirsty. I should have something to drink. I don't think so. I think I should just leave. I'm really... He's that thirsty. For justice. And for male genitals. Bet he won't mind if I take some of his juice. Time to go. I mean, he killed a dog for barking. He killed his friend for joking around. I think if you drink this man's juice... That's not outdoors. Are ham radios let you talk to hamsters? That'd be enchanting. Also, I'm kind of mind blown at how often I'm having to change the water. Or refill it. These mice are drinking a lot of water. Lights are out. I hope my phone's battery didn't die. Come on, come on. I can see where I'm going. What am I doing? Oh, we got floating furniture. Oh no. Oh, spooky. Oh, we got upside down crosses. Oh no. At least the toilet boxes are still there. I don't know how I'd... No. It's like a dream. You ever have dreams where you can't find the source of the ringing sound? I'm gonna go around this, and I'm gonna go to this door, because I feel like that's a trick. No. I don't know why I thought that would work. Hello, what do you want from me? Your job was just to move the damn boxes, not to open them. Fair enough. Oh, well. He had a point. That was very unprofessional of me. Glad we stuck with that one. Let's try, the basement just looks like absolute fucking deep fried feces. I don't think English was the first language of the fellow who made this. What a beautiful day for a walk in the forest. Indeed, this is certainly a forest, a perfectly flat forest with identical trees. And the cat's now sleeping on my fucking foot. Oh my god, that's cute. How can this cat be this cute? How is it legal? I don't see anything around me. This appears just to be a flat plane. Like a perfectly mathematically flat plane. I feel it wouldn't have been difficult to add a height map. I can still hear the birds. We moved to our new location. If you don't know, you will soon find out. Items need to be picked up here and then we'll take them to the new location. We'll deal with this soon. The interrogation room is closed. Only authorized persons may enter. Do not tamper with things too much. The key locations are the same. We recommend that you finish your work as soon as possible and wait for news from us. Okay. What went on here? It smells so bad. I guess maybe wrapping? At least one wrap. Maybe just like a long-lasting big one. Like fartreverb.sfx. That is a giant fucking board. That's like the Chris Chan drinking straw of horror. And it's got weird light mapping on it, too. Now, I'm not a wood scientist. I'm pretty sure that's not how wood works. Can I pry the nails? Look at the nails, too. What the fuck are these nails? Were they part of the texture and they just got scaled up with the wood? I'm just picturing some Looney Tunes cartoon character pounding giant nails with a giant hammer into these giant wood planks. Ah, here we go. Doesn't work. I fucking guess so. Although the masterwork of video comedy from 2009 entitled Buttholes with Andy and Will, if you know what I'm talking about, advised us in sagely words never to set spikes. But also to watch out for clouds, and I guess we did neither this time. Not only were we not looking out for clouds on the way in here, but somebody set spikes. Fucking nobody knows what I'm talking about. These zoomers, man. Do I have to take a break from the video to show buttholes? Not literal like the orifice. Oh, cool animation. Oh man, some fucking happened here. It only bleeds if you do it right. Key picked up. What does that say? Anything? I can't read it. Oh no, I can't read. This was the real fucking... Probably less fucking over here, I think. I don't... Never mind, I found some blood. I can't jump. I guess I got no knees. I'm like Cotton Hill from King of the Hill. Which I guess got a fucking reboot. And Futurama's getting a reboot. I'm watching nothing these days. They're making all the stuff that would normally tempt me to start watching TV again, but I'm not watching anything. It's cool to know there'll be new episodes, though. There should be a key somewhere, shouldn't there? They will kill me. I do not want do anything. They are torture. They are. I did not do anything. I did not. They are torture people here. What's a torture person? I guess the prisoners were kept in this room. Should be a key. Get key, open door. Get another key, open another door. It's pretty much the OG gameplay loop for adventure games. This is really not worth our time. I don't know why I'm still playing it. You know what? I'm not gonna. This is unbelievable dog shit. I knew it would be. Why do I keep fucking around and finding out? I like to fuck around, but I don't like to find out. I guess you can't have one without the other. You know what I liked from last time was Spectral Filter. That had really good production value. It was really basic, but it had really good production values, really good atmosphere, really good sound design especially. Good graphics, but good environmental design. That's all you really need. Let's do Into the Gloom. We have to start all over for the other endings, though, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say. We can't just continue from where we left off. Little cat, what's your problem? Actually, you know, I should take a break to show you guys buttholes. I should share culture with the younger generation. But besides, it's so old, there's no way I get copyright struck. It's not showing up. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Where'd it go? Did I get Mandela affected? Better not. Oh, here we go. Thank God. This is what I thought was the funniest shit in the world. In... Jesus, 13 years ago, really? I guess this was made for film school. Although it's hard to imagine an entire class watching this. And like the teacher allowing it.
Hey, I wasn't expecting you. My name's Andy, and this is my house. Hey, you wanna come to my house and play with me and all my friends? Well, now that you're here, you might as well stay and let me introduce you to all my friends.
Oh fuck, it's Will.
friend Will, he loves to sit traps. I am Will, and I am always laying traps for people. I'm gonna need your help. Will's always setting all these traps for me, and I gotta get someone to watch my back. When you see Will laying a trap for me, you say, no! Andy, I got your back. I'll help you out.
I don't think that's a... Seems like a conflict of interest.
When setting a trap, you always have to remember 3 things. Number 1, never set spikes. Number 2, watch out for the ground. And number 3, lay those bricks down. Who's out there? Sorry, that was me. Did you see what just happened? Did you see what just happened? Where's the trap? Is that the trap right there? Okay! Did you see where that trap came from? Did Mr. Whisker see where that trap came from? I think I'm going to ask him. Did you set that trap, Mr. Whiskers? Mr. Whiskers. Well, if it doesn't look like a trap to you, it doesn't look like a trap to me. That's Blade! Goodbye! Goodbye!
Presumably that address doesn't work anymore. Anyway, that was Buttholes. A big part of my adolescence. There were 3 of them. You can't find the other 2 anymore. Anywhere. I really scoured the internet. They just seem to be lost media. In episode 2, he chases his friend around and harasses him with a sock puppet, to which he has affixed googly eyes. And the sock puppet doesn't stop saying, "What's up?" And then he microwaves fish sticks, and then he feeds the fish sticks to the sock puppet somehow. Which is, needless to say, must-see TV, and cinematic in the same manner as classics such as Citizen Kane. Oh, boo. I wonder if you can still contact them. Episode 3 was the saga of the hot Cheetos in the iBox. Where, the funny man... I don't know who's the straight man, who's the funny man, but Will, one of our favorite characters. All of us who have been such long-time Butthole fans. Warns the audience. He cautions them against partaking of the hot Cheetos by saying, "It burns my pee-pee. It burns my butt. It burns my pee-pee. It burns my butt. It burns my pee-pee. It burns my butt." For 5-6 minutes? So, that's important information if you're considering consuming Cheetos as like a snack. And then later on, we are introduced to the iBox, which is, as you might expect from the name, a container with the image of a human eyeball on top of it. At once stricken with its mysterious aura. It's mostly a Will episode. Episode 3, I mean. He really gets to shine, finally. And he poses the timeless philosophical question to the audience. What's inside the iBox? Now, actually, I misspoke. At first, the iBox is behind Cheetos. We don't find out what it is. He goes, "What's behind the Cheetos?" And it turns out to be the iBox. And he goes, "What's inside the iBox?" He opens it, and you know what's inside there? You fucking know what's in the iBox? More Cheetos. Suggestive of such timeless themes as fractal recursion, as above, so below, after all, that we should not only have to locate the iBox behind Cheetos, a whole bag of them, in fact. I'm giving like a Jordan Peterson review, but that within the iBox is a microcosm of the macrocosm, which is to say, Cheetos, the very same type which once concealed it from our view. What really lives in my head rent-free, though, is the sock puppet. That is a fucked up looking sock puppet. I'm gonna skip a little bit. No. It's not... There's not many guides, actually. What was the key code last time? Does anyone remember? God damn it. And Steam controller doesn't work either. Does Xbone pad control work? Okay. Does the Xbone control pad work? Is what I meant to say. Kind of. It's kind of fucky, though. Maybe... Oh, I need to... Do I have the tile? Okay. Yeah. Good thing I remembered that. Discard. So this time, we need to play our cards differently, so to speak. We have to let the murderer out of the prison, and we have to stick around at the apartment complex. There's 2 different apartment blocks. First one gives us the key, the second one we use the key on. And there's 2 different endings we can get this way. 3 different endings, actually. One of them, if we die to the new enemy that we get instead of the Shadow Man, we disappear. We just get vanished. This is always a memorable area for me. Just imagining actually going to this hospital and spending outdoor time in this spot. I understand it's a common feature of hospitals. I only know that from horror games. I've not really been to a hospital for a protracted amount of time in my life. I should be thankful. If anyone finds Buttholes episodes 2 or 3, I should put a bounty on them. That would really bring back some of that magic. That early to mid 2000s magic. I want to say 2009, but I'm not sure. It might have been. That seems about right. Could have been earlier. No. No. There we go. We're just kind of speed running now. Getting through this as quickly as possible to get to the new... Because we've already seen all this shit. I think I remember how to do this. If this game had save states, it would really be appreciated. It doesn't let you do that, though. What am I doing wrong? I don't seem to be able to do this. Okay, it's not that way. That'll do it. Just a little bit'll do ya. Slaps car. This baby will fit so many fucking hamsters. A rusty valve. Now to find some lotion to polish it, and also the valve. How should I best... Like that, maybe? I feel like there's got to be a better way than this. That should work, right? Yeah, there we go. Smartest gamer. Double the number of brain cells as Gargura. We're in the Half-Life zone now. The quadrant, the sector. Why is that such a common thing? I remember Sonic had zones, and Voyager had quadrants. I guess that's quadrants of the galaxy, though. I just picked up on terms used to denote subsets of a whole that were similar. My brain was always kind of a vocab sponge. As a consequence, for a very long, not a long time, between like 12 and 16, my prose was unbearably flowery. It was a chore to read, and it seemed really pretentious, and everybody pushed back really hard and humiliated me extremely painfully in one of the tenderest times of my life, and helped me learn through pain to tone down the $5 words, to make sparing use of them, and to find shorter but lesser used words that don't come across that way. Lovecraft was kind of the same way. He liked to flaunt his vocab. I mean, that was extremely humiliating at the time, but it was an important lesson. So it tempts me to say that pain is... I don't want to say pain is not the best teacher. It's the quickest, though. Like, if you put your hand on something hot and you burn it, you learn immediately not to do that. There are gentler ways to teach you what to do and what not to do, but they're generally slower. You don't absorb the lesson as quickly. Also, I grew up during a time when nobody really knew what Asperger's was. So when I would say something, and when anybody would say something, and everybody would dogpile them, and they'd be like, "What did I do wrong?" And they would sort of mock them for not knowing. They'd be like, "Oh, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?" Because they didn't understand it could be a medical condition where you actually don't know. That was a scary situation. I wanted the socialization of forums, but I also knew whatever I did, no matter what I said, eventually I was going to piss people off, and they're all going to come after me. That's not a good feeling. It's just it's like a minefield. Like, for example, this girl, I didn't know her. I didn't know she was so well liked. She shared some artwork and asked for critiques, and I said, "That's really bad, actually. Like, look at the way you drew this wing relative to the other one. That does not conform to how bird anatomy works." And everybody fucking tore the shit out of me at once. And I was like, "What the fuck is happening? Pardon me? What I do?" And they're like, "Show your artwork, show your artwork," and so I did, which was way better objectively, but they chose the worst one and they reposted that a bunch of times, and I'm like, "Why are you behaving this way? Literally, what did I do? Nobody will tell me what I did wrong. Everybody's just hyper aggressive all of a sudden." I guess because it upset her, but she literally that's what she asked for. You're right, that's childhood, though. I mean, that's why we have adults, and why kids are hardwired to believe adults. I think it's evolution at work, because kids will fuck around. They'll go down the slide head first. until life gives them a reason not to. I remember being told not to email attachments larger than a megabyte because it would fuck up the server somehow and create more work for the system administrator. I'm like, is that really true? So I immediately went and did that just as an experiment, and I got banned from the computer lab the rest of the year. I don't know what I thought would happen or why. What do I do? This is apartment block number 1. You're supposed to do something here. I don't know if it's find the note or... I think you find a key. Can I jump in this game? I can't. Boo, worst game of all time. Can't jump. What I want to know is where did the head cages come from? I get how they hung themselves. But were they like, I want to fuck up anybody psychologically who finds my body? I'd better dress up in like a Saw cosplay. I'm going to put a bird cage on my head. So I'm writing this novel, right? Probably not going to be a novel. The premise isn't enough for a novel, but it's a novella. I think I talked about it on stream before, Terminal Sunset. I'm really enjoying the world building. After I wrote that whole novella about what would happen if all the air in the world disappeared at once, a short story I mean, I started experimenting with other like deprivations of natural provision that we take for granted. And I came up with the sun turning off. Not disappearing, because of course if it disappeared, the Earth would leave its orbit and freeze. But just shifting spectrum. Ah. Whoa, shit, I just guessed that by luck. Did that really work? What the shit? Oh, I remember this. It's a device. This is an unusual experiment. It is a more compact and portable version of the incarnation device I have in the Village Lab. It works in the same way and will get your body near the source in the real world, but due to its nanotechnological nature, it has serious limitations regarding energy usage. It can only incarnate you into weaker life forms, like small animals or insects. How the device works, I'll not enter the details, for it's very complex. The only thing you need to know is that it'll activate when you press the big red button near a valid target. Dr. Warren. So I can leave the dream world if I incarnate into the body of an animal, but then we have to be an animal for the rest of our lives, like 2 or 3 years, and then we come back here, I guess. Seems legit. You ever buy something to eat from a grocery store and it's just objectively awful, and you're like, how do they stay in business? And it seems to me that's because there's no such thing as, I mean, except when they give out samples, there's generally no like demoing food. They don't let you try a little bit before you buy it. So I sometimes think that certain foods must survive just on tricking people. And they sell enough before they go out of business to make it worthwhile somehow. Because I just felt tricked sometimes after buying shit, and it's just fucking reprehensible. I wish they would show you reviews. I feel like that's not in the best interest of the food providers, but like the manufacturer. But if the grocery store shelves had little screens that would even just show you the Amazon rating, then they would just fucking pay Chinese vote farms to AstroTurf, wouldn't they? I don't know what the good solution is. I don't like feeling tricked and being in the hole. Anyway, Terminal Sunset. Sun shifts to a different part of the light spectrum, which makes it invisible to us, or just dark. We can't see light light anymore coming out of it because it's not in the visible spectrum. It's I think some of it's infrared, so there's enough infrared for plants, but not entirely. So we have to supplement it with outdoor grow lights and some indoor farming just for safety, because doppelgangers start appearing in the darkness outside. They look like people who've recently disappeared. And I'm resolute never to reveal what they are. I really like just not answering questions. Because what's scarier than the unknown, right? The unknown is the oldest and most powerful of human fears. So I take their design language and their logic from movies such as Hereditary, where the ghosts are just like people standing in the darkness beckoning to you. And the movie, I forget what the movie is, the one where there's this ghost or other creature who is only visible in dim lighting. If you turn a bright light on her, she disappears and becomes intangible. It was based off of like a short online film. So I'm just remixing ideas I liked and to create something ineffable and inexplicable, where nobody even knows if they kill you. Nobody knows what they do. They just nab you and then they pull you into the darkness, and then some weeks later, like 3 weeks later, you appear as one of them, standing in the shadows trying to get people to come into the darkness with you. Which is why all cities have exterior lighting. They try to light up as much of the outdoors as they can. And they have triply redundant lights indoors, where every bulb has 3 lighting elements and a built-in backup battery. So that you can't really have outages that would immediately result in you being nabbed, getting got, basically. Do I have everything I need? I do. So, there's also fake suns. There's like big inflatable balloons that are illuminated from within to cast diffuse lighting on everything. And there's equipment like light grenades, which are just illuminated plastic balls. Basically, you can toss down an alley to create a safe spot. There's exterior illumination harnesses that you wear that illuminate everything around your body. Oh fuck, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, oh why, god, why? Oh, he got me. Well, I forget what you're supposed to fucking do here. Like that, getting got, like that. Nobody wants to get got, but nobody even knows what happens if you get got. Oh fuck, he can open doors! He can open doors! Why? Why can he open doors? That shit ain't fair. Doesn't even slow him down. Where are we now? Hospital again? So yeah, there's fucking spoopermans, I guess you could just call them. In this new world where the sun is dark and we have to construct outdoor grow light pylons to raise crops so people don't starve, although there's a mass starvation event for a while until they get that shit online. And also a lot of people just die because there are outages from the failure of like solar power plants, and in the first few days just a lot of people get nabbed by the NPs, which are called night people, which is what they call the spoopermans. Because no one really knows what they are. There's a lot of conspiracy theories. The character goes on the internet to look for explanations, and she just finds a bunch of equally confident sounding explanations from people who she can't tell who really knows what they're talking about. and who doesn't. Some people say they're ghosts. Some people say that we're in the middle of the rapture, and that's why the deceased are appearing to us. Some people say, though, that they're already trapped in a hell dimension of a permanently nighttime Earth, and that the night people are people who escaped to a better place and are trying to beckon us to follow them. Yeet! I yeet my skeet onto e-girl feet. Yeetus my skeetus onto e-girl fetus. No, wait, not a fetus. I accidentally did a bad crime. I cast fetus deletus on my cheetus fetus. It sounds like he's still chasing me. I don't like this. My nipples are standing at full attention. Maybe that's wasted too, I don't know. Is there anything good in here? No. There's a lot of dead fucking nooses. So here's the thing about the night people, though. They kind of undergo evolution. Or they undergo a metamorphosis over time. In increments of 3. 3 weeks they appear as just a beckoner. Just their own form, but just beckoning to you from the darkness. Then 3 months later, they appear as danglers, where gradually in the interim they start appearing with a noose around their neck, but then eventually they turn into a dangler, which is just a hanging body dangling from a noose, where the rope trails up into the sky and fades as it extends upwards. And they're dead. They act like dead bodies, but they chase you. Whatever's on the other end of the rope, drags them around after you. They just kind of swing around. And they change direction as if intelligent still, but the body doesn't move. Here we go. This is what I needed. And there's a final form I'm going to reveal at the end of the book, where they're just body bags that lay down when nobody's around, but when someone approaches, they sit up and then they start floating after you. I did play Iron Lung. It's kind of like the Silent Rapture, isn't it? I love stuff like that, just inexplicable apocalyptic events where the whole universe is cursed. Now just cursed is D's nuts, though. That's fucking... Okay, how do I forget how this one works. I think that. And that. No. You can't hold it down either. What the fuck? What is this actual game? I guess this works, supposedly. It doesn't look like it works. I think that's what confused me. What confused me the first time is it's not clear that you can get into the central core from any angle. It doesn't have to line up at the end. Just because it happens to be red. See, what the fuck is that? Oh, I can't quite get in. I need to rotate a little bit more. I think that'll do it. Did it better. Why would this be in a hospital? Imagine trying to save someone's life and you're like, nurse, solve the puzzle for me. I can't fucking do it. It's like trying to take a shit in the Spencer mansion from Resident Evil. Where it's like, okay, I need the armor crest. I need the blue key. I need the car battery. You need to use the car battery to activate the elevator. You need to use the crest to open up the statue. The statue moves, and there's a fucking staircase underneath it where I use the key. Then I can take a shit if I haven't already blasted my pants. That time. Where was the... Nothing comes to mind. The problem is, I did an oopsie. Normally, I start my stories from an ending. I think of a cool ending, and then I build a story around how to get to the ending. This time I started with a really cool premise, which is dangerous because if you don't know what ending you're writing towards, then there's a lot of meandering, a lot of filler, and it's not really a tight, focused story. I'm thinking that the broader theme will be about the difference between living and surviving, and like the dignity of continuing to live versus antinatalism in a doomed world where humanity doesn't plausibly have any future because we can't fucking leave Earth, really. Space is just all darkness. And about how the main character slips into the habit of sort of feeding people she knows to the night people to get it over with, and rationalizing her actions as heroic. I don't know yet though. I've got this concept that her dad works at a government facility trying to create a bridge to other dimensions where the sun hasn't gone dark, but they can't find any. They can't connect to specific realities. It's just like a random dialer. So it's like in sliders. So they keep connecting to dimensions, but all of them have a dark sky. Okay, we gotta restore power. Then we're gonna let the killer out. We're not doing this time. We're just not doing it, because that's what you do. Unless we... wait, we might need to, actually, to get the power working. Na. Mostly I'm just enjoying the cool world building, because thinking of all the ways people would adapt. Like, the internet is fucked, so the only local internet local to cities still works. Because tonight people were able to sabotage everything not externally illuminated. And they can't appear anywhere there's not enough room for a person. So that just because you're dark inside your stomach doesn't mean a night person can pop up inside your tummy. But they could appear under your bed, so all beds have lighting underneath them. All cars have down-facing LEDs and shit. It's like an RGB world, kind of. No. 6, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5, 3, 2. 6, 4, 5, 3, 2. It was backwards though, wasn't it? 2, 3, 5, 4, 6. Aha! I'm smart. Go free! Go free, go free, knife dude. Go forth and kill. In accordance with your master plan and your purpose as a character. It's just murder. You know, the minimalist aesthetic really works for this game, despite looking like a Jaguar title. That's dangerous, though. What am I going to do with this story? I also got one called Shroom. I don't really... I have a couple endings planned out. It's a little bit better situation, but I still don't know which one to choose. I need to learn my lesson and start actually following my rules. I just have so much fun world building, but what I get if I don't plan around that tendency I have is just a masturbatory world building. This world building is the whole story. The whole thing is just world building, world building, world building. I mean, I guess that would probably be fine for like a fantasy author. Fantasy readers never get tired of world building. You can't make a story that way, though. You gotta set the stage, but then you have to place out a narrative upon the stage. I feel like I've written myself into a corner, too. In that, now that I have an ending in mind, there could be a better one. But if I write the one that I have planned, it'll kind of... If a better one occurs to me, I'll have to completely scrap all the work I've done. Like, I had the obvious idea of what if she kills people thinking that the world is doomed, and then the sun comes up for no reason. Just as abruptly as it disappeared, it comes back. But that's just the ending to Stephen King's The Mist, the film adaptation. And I kind of stole that already once in Whittier, Alaska. I can't do it again. I mean, it's different enough I might be able to get away with it, but I don't want to. You fucking Spooperman. What am I always saying about Spoopermans? It's not a stereotype. They literally do pop out all the time. You show me a Spooperman, and I'll show you someone who's going to pop out at you in the next 10 to 15 seconds. They can't even keep it in their pants that long. Just a mere Spooperman. I'm doing what a Spooperman can. I'm eating flan. Nothing, no. Please take my hand. I'll take you to Spooperland. Don't do it, he means Pound Town. Also sometimes known as Brown Town, depending on how he does it. Which way do I go here? Well, the Spooperman can. The Spooperman can. I hear fire. Where's the fire? Here we go. Cool ladder climbing animation. Let's came out of my belly button. It's a mystery and kind of frightening. And my body works that way. The human body is a miracle, though. Who amongst us can claim to understand it? There's 2 ways to go here. I don't like that. Never mind. Why make this hallway then? George is getting upset. What is this? If this was Alien Isolation, that'd be a place for the alien to nab you. That's really the fear I was trying to capitalize on. Anyway, is like the childhood fear when you're inside at night and you look out your bedroom window and you've got your nightlight on and your nightlight's keeping you safe, but there's a scary man just minding his business walking by and you wonder, who is that? I'm not out at night. Therefore, human beings are not out at night. Therefore, that's not a human, even if it looks that way. I would just see people late at night minding their business, walking around outdoors, especially out of the windows of the car. When my dad would drive me home from work, where he'd take me to work, so he didn't have to pay for childcare. And I would think, who are the night people? Who are these mystery people? Okay, we're not going to get that ending this time, it looks like. Unless, hang on. Did we really lock ourselves out of it? Apartment key. I don't have an apartment key, do I? Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up? Let me see. Okay, yeah, we fucked up. Or I fucked up, I guess. We have to start over. I'm sorry. There's a key I was supposed to get in the start of the game and I didn't get it. Like I said, from the start, unfortunately, this game has a lot of dead ends where you can soft lock. Which is kind of unavoidable when you have many endings. Gotta go out the birth canal now. This will be the last time we touch a woman for like 30 years. Okay, so somewhere around here, apparently... are keys. believe I fucking did that. Somewhere. You get the note there, 394. I already knew about that. We won't be getting every ending, by the way. We'll be getting only the good ones. Or not like the happy ones, but the entertaining ones. Surely this is it. We never find anything good in the trash either. It's kind of upsetting. Ah, here we go. Ah, fuck me. God damn it. God damn it. That's all I needed to do. Like an hour ago. Literally, yes, an hour ago. An hour went by and I wasted that time. I'm sorry. It hurts. Oh, baby. If only we had gotten that key sooner. I don't remember how I keep throwing away information from my brain before it's guaranteed that we don't need it anymore. Short Talk, you're not in Alaska now, are you? You're in Texas. Am I wrong? Access card. I may have never actually gone through that door during the first playthrough tonight. This is where you start out. Fuckaroo. What'd I do to deserve this? Oh yeah, all the crimes. Okay, never mind. Here we go! Remember when I missed a tile last time too? It doesn't look like anything. That's a hazard of such a low resolution art style. It's like playing a game of Homestuck. Although I'd be shocked if there isn't one. What do I have? Some kind of tile. Which goes into here. I remember the 25th day of December. Got it. I'm so fucking good at that sliding tile puzzle. I should just speedrun that. It's its own category now. There we go. Everybody beat me in chat mercilessly for forgetting their apartment key. I promise it's not sexual. I'm not doing a hecking sexual on you. This is not a prank gone wrong, gone sexual in brackets. It can be. It depends which tier of my Patreon you sub to. That's all negotiable. On my only hams. Slim pipe. There we go. This ought to open one of these. There we go. We gotta do all this. I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to do this a third time, too. Optimistically, just a third time. because there's another ending, and it doesn't let you load save states. It forces you to do an entire new playthrough every time you want to get a different ending. Ah, you fucker! Why, Spooperman? Why must you vex me? There we go. So, what's up with Starship? I heard it's going to do orbital flight in, what, April, supposedly? I don't feel good about all these delays. I feel like it's probably going to blow up the first time, but people are going to make a big deal out of it. Forgetting that it blew, a lot of the first Dragon launches blew up, too. I'm tuning in to watch the explosion, because that's going to be a big-ass fucking explosion. Okay, let's see. Go coming in this way. Left. Right, right, right. Right, right, left. Straight. Left. Right. Right. Left. Straight. Haha. Victory's mine! We're living in interesting times, man. We're on the eve, the very cusp of rocketry being as commonplace as, like, air travel. I would say that the 21st century rocket companies are going to be like what rail companies were in the 18th century. We're witnessing the creation of the new Rockefellers. It's important to sell the keys. Is this fucking stanky poo water? I tasted it. Yep, in fact I can confirm now it's stanky poo water. It's not hot girl pee either. It tastes different. It's like Cinnabon. Oh, here we go. Got it. Now I just have to fucking book it. No! No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. What's he saying? If I speed that up in Fruity Loops, is it going to be the gamer word? It better not be. Oh fuck, oh god. Okay, I guess I'm on the top level, so it's not chasing me anymore. That's good. That's really kind of fair, actually. That's a nice, refreshing change of pace. It's weird to think about, because like I said earlier, I've been looking at 1920s futurism and sci-fi mag covers, and to them, air travel was like space travel. Like, they had relatively few space stories, as did people in the steampunk era. For them, it was all about, like, Sky King and the air pirates. It's the idea that there would be flying cities, so you would have somewhere in the sky to go to with your airplane. Which I guess is kind of a prototype for space sci-fi, if you think about it. Just like a more mundane and humble version of the same concept. Can I get out of here now? Am I going the wrong way? Yep, I went the wrong way. Fuck my juicy, delicious steamed hams. Seymour. Why, Superintendent Chalmers, did you intend to partake of my juicy steamed hams? That's gay, Seymour. Yes, I know. I need to stay down here. This is the right way to go. This is where I need to be. This doesn't open. So the key has to go... I don't remember where the key fucking goes. I just played this. What's happening to me? Oh, wait a minute. I think it's the top level hallway. Or something, isn't it? There's no items in here. There's another hallway that goes to a gate that leads out of here, I believe. Don't hold me to that. It's not this one. Bad news is we're having to recover a lot of lost progress. Good news is that we have the apartment key now. We won't have to do this another time. This is where we came from. I don't remember. Don't click off, please. I'll cry. You wouldn't want me to cry, would you? Leave it running in the background. I'm perfectly happy to be your background noise. I can even make soothing sounds of like the coast, like. Ooh. This is the seagulls. You relaxed? That's some ham dad ASMR for you. It's okay to be a little bit horny. I don't know what to do. I'm dumbfounded. It must be somewhere up here. Oh, maybe, you know what it might be. Here it is. I remember now. You goddamn Spooberman! Every fucking time! Can't control yourselves. When will you learn your actions have consequences? Why would you suicide in the toilet, by the way? If you're gonna do it, is that a... I mean, I'd like to do it someplace that doesn't smell like shit. I don't want that to be my last resting place. Nobody's gonna bury you here, is the problem. that's where the screwdriver goes. What was the last time? It was like 485. Get the device. So now we have the key and the device, which is what we need to get the one of the endings. There's another ending though that we're gonna have to replay again for. This is one of the bad qualities this game has. Just forcing people to retread old territory. I don't know why. Maybe the author just wants people to play this game more. Doesn't understand the difference between quality time and just grinding. So this is what the danglers are like, kind of, without the bag on their head. But the rope just fades up into the skies and doesn't connect to anything you can see. And it follows you around. And they kind of jiggle and bob on the rope like marionettes. I think it's neat. I think it's a cool concept. Where the fuck? Oh, do I have the screwdriver now? I do. Okay. No, I was just here. I've been eating better lately. I've been going to the gym. I don't have any excuse for why my brain is in such bad shape. How are you, by the way, how are you supposed to know any of this the first time? You do get notes that explain it later on, but by that time you're past the point where you can get that ending. So basically, you only learn of all the shit you have to do during the first playthrough anyway. And then you have to play it a second time regardless. You can't simply, if you don't look up guides anyway, you can't simply get the ending you want the first time. I had 8 viewers earlier. I feel a little bit accomplished. Not too much. Don't worry. I'm not getting a big head. No, you don't. No, you don't. You ain't never gonna catch me. You're wasting your time. Hee hee hee. Run, run, run. As fast as you can. You shall never catch me, for I am the gingerbread man. Yes. Exactly as foretold in the Bible. I don't appreciate the ambient audio making it sound like he's still chasing you. Up here. Yes. It's just a note. Somewhere around here is the motherfucking Spooper. This is the ultimate Spooperman game. This is almost even slanderous to Spoopermans with how frequently they pop up in your face. Can you imagine if that was an actual ethnicity of just dudes whose entire cultural thing was just popping out and being like, "Oops, spooked you." They get shot so fucking much. And it's really hard to fault anyone for it. Let's do this again, because everybody loves this part the most. That ought to do it. So did you see ChatGPT made a game? I mean, game in quotes. It made a text adventure, and then it made, more recently, a version of Pong, and then it made Tetris. Just programmed its own Tetris. I hate to say it, I predicted this. It's becoming increasingly Pyrrhic. The victory of it predicting the downfall of the human species. Like, it can't seem to stop moving forward, even as shit gets more and more dire for everybody. It's like we're programmed to do this. Ted Kaczynski actually wrote about that. He wrote about how scientists are motivated primarily by the joy of seeing their discoveries being put to use in the real world. And they don't really think about the consequences for other people. Papa Ted had it figured out. When will you learn your actions have consequences? Through here? I don't know. I don't know what the prompt looked like. That's a good question. One wonders exactly to what extent it understands how to program. Given that I think it's just trained off of GitHub for coding. So it's just putting together... I guess, but then again, that's like arguing that Midjourney doesn't really make art. It just bashes other people's art together. Not exactly. And, most human artists train on other art anyway, and most human programmers also just bash together other people's code. So it's not on par with like the best programmers, but it's on par with like midwit ones. What was the code for this? I wrote it down somewhere. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it can't be it. Knife guy, you are free to cause havoc. I'm not responsible for anything that happens as a consequence of pulling that switch. Bye, murderer. Gee, sure is murdery around here. My boy, murder is what all true killers strive for. Yes? No. Okay. Shut down. There we go. We're almost back to where we were very recently, I want to say. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. I'm going to do a little sightseeing. What is this, by the way? I mean, how fledged out is this world? What if people didn't kill themselves here but tried to carry on society? And it's just a mirror image of our world. Do these cars drive? Was this construction underway at whatever point in time this world was copied from the real world? Does it get updated? You know, as a kid, I thought I saw a difference between the reflection of a city skyline when I was in Portland, downtown, and the actual skyline, and I conjured up in my head the explanation that there's mirror people who live in the reflection world that you see in puddles, and that in order to fool us into thinking that their world is just being a reflection of our own instead of its own separate thing, they construct entire copies of our cities upside down. So we never find out that the mirror world, the puddle world, is a different dimension. I had a lot of weird ideas like that I guess from one standpoint, I was just a dumb kid, but from another standpoint, when you're writing fiction. Oh no! What have I done? Have I fucked up? Did I fuck up? Oh no, I didn't fuck up. Okay, thank God. I thought I went too far, and in the end, it didn't even matter. No, we did come through here before. It's like fucking Super Mario Bros. 1. You can't go backwards. Or I guess just life. Why is it like that? Why is it that we can move freely in 3 dimensions, but not in 4? Like a bird with broken wings. It seems natural only because that's what we're used to. I can remember being in different places at different times, and that was me. I was there and it still feels real. It still feels like if I just did some kind of trick, I could snap myself back into that version of me that I was then. And it would still be going on. It'd still be happening now. It's gonna make me depressed. Videos and pictures as mementos also reinforce that illusion. The past is a real place you can still go to. It's not. The past is destroyed by the present as it overwrites it, which is then destroyed by the future. I spewed my goo from me onto you. That's how you fight fires, baby. Been here before. Been here before. Been here before. Now this... No, wait a minute. Now this is what I call pod racing. This is where we need to be, the boat place. Then there's an apartment door. You could skip over the shit so easily, not knowing any better. How are you supposed to figure this out? Never mind. I'm tired of complaining. It's worn me down that much. No, I don't want to go through there. I have to go up and find my apartment. I think it's 5'8". 5'2". What is this room? This is not even an apartment. $2.5. Why is there all this shit if they're not going to even use it? Fifth floor. It is the 5th floor. I'm stupid. And sexy, though. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be sexy. I think that's how the saying goes. There we go. Okay, now here's the ending. And here's why it works. We have a pet iguana in the real world. This works like the shadow world from Link to the Past, where the items are in the same basic location. Let's see if this device works. Beep, 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 beep. I am become lizard. I am the lizard. Fuck yeah! Look at me. Look at my majesty. I'm glorious. Oh, shut up. It's not so bad. You get to be a sick ass. That's a kind of a small aquarium for an iguana, though. Frankly. What kind of ending was that? There wasn't even letters. Any dialogue. They're just screaming. That's my favorite ending, though, because of that. Okay. So we're gonna do another playthrough. Hopefully this time I remember shit better. This time we're gonna go for the rebirth and vanish endings. I should hope that by now I've persuaded you that Into the Gloom is a certified hood classic. This is one of my favorite unexpected pleasant finds on Steam. It really doesn't look like much. I guess just because of the clumsy art style. It could stand with a to have someone go in and do better art for this poor guy. I don't need the reincarnation device anymore. So I don't need my key, my apartment key. No. What I hear? Why are these doors open? I don't feel positively about that. It does not spark joy. It's like there's another me running around. I had a nightmare where I went caving at the lava tube I always go caving at, and I bumped into somebody underground in the darkness, and I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Sorry for what? I'm kidding. I was like, I'm sorry. And we turned on our flashlights, and it was just me. And he just stood there staring at me, and then started fighting me. That's when I woke up, so I don't know what the deal was. I guess the implication is that everybody has like a subterranean doppelganger waiting for you to go underground. And then when you get there and they find you, they kill you. And then they replace you. Like the you that comes out of the cave is not the same as the one that went in. I don't know where that came from. I want to say it was the cave scene from Star Wars. That'd be the most Reddit reason to have a nightmare. It's sort of horrifying though, for the same reason that all my favorite ideas are horrifying, in that you don't know anything about it. Where did the copies come from? Is it really a copy? Is it like a shapeshifter? Do I know for sure I'm the original me? Maybe that's the real me. And he doesn't say anything, so you never find out the reason for it. It's just go underground, then you abruptly see yourself staring back at you, and he begins trying to kill you. It's dumb, but it still gives me chills. In the way that some creepypastas are kind of simple, but effective. What'd I do the first time? I don't have any inventory items yet. That can't be it. There's a room somewhere that has the tile in it. Could it be over here? I don't want my apartment key. I'm not going to use it this time. Watch me bumble around for another fucking half hour. That is opened by the key card. I need the tile piece for that. Usually I find it by accident, actually. By now. Just by bumbling around. Here we go. It's in here someplace, I think. Here we go. It's funny how the brain finds locations where it's got like a warmer, colder system built in. Where as you see more and more stuff that's familiar to you, your brain just has an intuitive sense. Which I guess how it works for animals. There's no words involved or any like logic. Other than I'm seeing more and more stuff I recognize. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, now you just find the red dot doors. That's the scientific name. I'm starting to get this down. I could speedrun this. Not well, mind you. I've been thinking about co-ops lately. There's a lot of co-ops where I live. And co-ops seem to work really well, actually. They have a pretty proven track history from what I can find on Wikipedia. I don't know if I can trust that. But worker-owned businesses work fine. Communism appears to work at the scale of a business, just not necessarily as a top-down dictatorial operating system for a whole country. But I wonder, what if you just built it from the ground up instead of the top down? What if just everybody started opening co-ops and they were out competing traditional businesses? Because it is weird, isn't it? I'm all for the market economy, but it's weird that we live in a democratic country where all of the businesses are allowed to function as basically mini fascist states with an inner party of shareholders and like one guy at the top who calls all the shots. It's like we have different political systems nested within each other, like Russian dolls. Did I use this already? I didn't. Could that work? Could you have, instead of one big co-op, which doesn't work demonstrably, could you instead have a bunch of little co-ops, kind of like how our bodies are made of cells, and just network them and use the benefits of modern technology like the internet and computers and AI to handle the traditional historical shortcomings of such systems like demand prediction and whatnot? Would that work? I wonder. There are pretty big alliances of co-ops like Mondragon that seem allegedly to work pretty well. The fuck? What the fuck? No, wait a minute. I should... I don't know if that's the best way to do this. Also can't see my cursor. There we go. Hey, that works. I don't think I've ever done that one. Wavy gravy. If it works, it's not stupid, is my motto. And thank God that's true. Let me fucking No, that won't work. Well, that won't work either. That'll work. Oh, but I can't switch that one. That works, kind of. I take a left turn, right turn straight, go a long ways. There we go. Fucking killed it. Okay, so this time we've seen a bunch. I think seen almost all the endings now. We've seen the ending where the Spooperman gets you, and you never wake up. We have seen the ending where you reincarnate as a iguana. We've seen the ending where you wake up but with amnesia. As opposed to mamnesia, where you forget what boobs feel like if you haven't touched them in a while. You fucking Spooperman, I swear to God. I've had it up to here with you! I can't take your shit! There's one more ending we haven't seen where I think it's legit that he wakes up. There's two endings. There's one where the new monster gets you that we don't fight knife guy, I think. There's a different monster. That's it. That's its own ending. There's also a one final ending where I forget what it is. And all you have to do is let Knife Guy go, and then continue playing the game. Fuck you. I don't think so. Not today, Satan. Not today, Satan! I think there's only one legitimately good happy ending, and that you have to get it by playing the second half of the game. It's really remarkable, considering that there's only two endings that you attain that are any different. Like, basically half of the endings have you playing only half of the game. I would have expected there to be a little bit more after that point, but there's not. There's a fuckload. A lot of the game happens. Am I going the right way? I got stuck here before too, didn't I? Happens after this point. Yeah, here. I remember now. This is also a memorable part because of the music. I don't know if he just wasn't done and had a lot of ideas he still wanted to put in, but it seems weird. Seems weird for most of the endings to end at the midpoint of a game, and for that much content to be locked behind, especially two endings that you're unlikely to get if you don't guess how to get them. I mean, I guess, actually, wait a minute, let me think about this. Reincarnation ending is really improbable to get because of all the steps you have to do. That's one of the ones that ends halfway. So that doesn't really apply. Everybody's going to get the one where the Superman gets him, at least once. I guess the natural thing to do... No, in the hospital, the natural thing to do is to try to solve the puzzle and then escape without letting the knife guy out, right? That'd be your first instinct, wouldn't it? If you're normal, if you're not a sicko. I don't want that. That's a reincarnation device. That's an ending I don't... I also just don't want it in my inventory for the whole game. So it is, I guess, a slight... It's like 50-50 whether you let the knife guy go or not. Basically, just if you let the knife guy go and do all the other steps normally that you would naturally be inclined to do, you get the rest of the game. So I guess I'm a little off base in criticizing it. Probably you would be likely to see the rest of the game at some point if you didn't happen to make the wrong move there. It's a weird choice, though. Like, if you happen to make the wrong call at one point in the game, you don't get to see most of it. I was thinking about co-ops and shit because I'm thinking about alternate political systems for my stories to play with. Sort of inspired by Atomic Heart, a world where communism didn't go down in flames. I'm trying to think how that could possibly happen because I want to kind of write my own take on that, where there's still communists living underwater in Chernomore, and a network of habitats descended from the Chernomore habitat. Which is an ironic name for a communist habitat, Share No More. Am I right? Am I right, fellow gamers? I've talked about possible lossonomy incorporation. And I've also talked into story settings. And I've also talked about world ice theory. I've already used Orgone. I can't use that again. I think Technocracy and Lossonomy are the only two I haven't used, and they go well together, I think. So I'm thinking in the near future a story set in a timeline where North America is the North American technocratic technate, so to speak, and the predominant religion is Lossonomy. Might be kind of Kino. Then again, I'm the guy who thought buttholes was funny, so don't listen to me. At least once you get all the steps down, it doesn't take that long. It's a pretty short game if you know everything to do. I guess that's true of many games. Blop. Nope, not there. Nope. Real fake doors. Oh boy, it's this again. Alright. I never tire of doing this one, you know that. You know how much I love the ring puzzles. Oh boy, ring puzzles. This is like the same experience as getting into a private Christian schoolgirl's panties. When you're like 14, 15 and you've never seen boobs and you're all sweaty and nervous. And you've got no game. I mean, she's DTF because she's as repressed as you are, but you need to have very high speechcraft stat to convince her that it's not sinful. That's usually where stuff like soaking or just the tip come in. I don't know if you know what soaking is. Probably you'll be happier not knowing. That ought to do it. And then the real puzzle happens, unhooking a bra for the first time. Which if you're smart, you practiced on like your mom's, not while she's wearing it, like just one of her bras or your sister's bra. This is sounding weirder and weirder. Fucking, I can't get in there. So you know how the hooks work. Just don't tell her that's what you did. When she's like, wow, you're really good at getting bras off. You must have been with other girls before. And like, nope, I just practiced on my mother and sister's brassieres. And she's like, excuse me, what? And you just hear like a cartoon sound effect as she becomes drier than the Sahara. Like all the fucking fluids go back inside her to get away from you. Discretion's the better part of valor. It's not always about knowing what to say, it's about knowing what not to say. In my world, they would teach that in like middle school. That's something you definitely want to know ahead of time. And you don't know when that's going to come in handy. There could be a situation where like a spy has explosives in her brassiere or something under a burqa. I don't know. Allah Akbub. No, it's down here. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm talking shit. Here we go. It's this way. It's not this way. I knew all along it wasn't that way. I was testing you, you fools. Can't believe you thought it was that way. Okay, we're in the prison now, I believe. Here we go. Off you go! Stab an old person for me. Those stumbly wumblies are always sucking up our taxpayer dollars. Someone ought to teach them a lesson. Down the stairs. Through here? No. Ah! Here we go. There we go. I almost lost it. I was on the verge. Edge of glory. No. What is this? Where are we? Is this Britain? Look at this phone booth. Remember phone booths? No, you don't, because you're a Zoomer probably. I remember though. I remember the price going up precipitously. For like decades, it was 25 cents per call, and then it was like $1.25. I guess because they were trying to make as much as they still could while not everybody had cell phones, but they inadvertently sealed their fate. Of course, if you charge $1.50 for a phone call, more people are going to buy cell phones. Fools. Also, not wanting to get fucking syphilis from putting your face on the same mouthpiece as 1,000 other people in a day. Fair enough, right? I mean, especially in a post-COVID world, that's not something we would do anymore. That sounds like the sort of thing that a nostalgic boomer would say heralded the fall of the country, though. It all started going downhill when we stopped having payphones. Some irrelevant bullshit there's no point to having anymore. It's like society started going downhill when Zoomers didn't know how to drive a stick shift. Bitch, there's no point to having a stick shift. There are better systems now. There's a better way. Fucking Spooberman actually startled me. Yeah. God, a second time. That's bold of you. Actually, I kind of admire that. Or like looking at your smartphone on the train instead of a newspaper. I guess it's just a way to cope with aging and still feel like you're important and not obsolete. That's kind of me now with broccoli hair Zoomers. That's what it's called, right? A broccoli cut? Oh, I hope so. So if we did every step correctly, which I think we did, we should be able to continue past the graveyard and not get stuck in the death dream with the Superman this time. And it will let us keep going. Oh, fuck! How dare you! How dare you! Don't you come in my ass cheeks. Not these cheeks, honey. These cheeks were made for clapping, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these cheeks are gonna cover you with poo. Or get clapped by a poo. I don't know. One of the two. I can't decide. He's hot on my heels, isn't he? What's the symbology of black, white, and red, besides the bad German flag that we don't talk about? I want to say blood, purity, and death would be like the Freudian interpretation. Anything here? Anything? Oh yeah, locker. We don't have the key for that. It took me embarrassingly long last time to complete this part of the fucking shit. Got matches. I wonder if this could have been done on a Super Nintendo with the FX chip. Probably not, but it's fun to think about. There were actually a non-trivial number of polygon 3D games on the Genesis, just that it had a faster CPU. I'm not talking about like SVP chip virtual racing. I'm talking about without any chips at all. There's this Japanese spaceship game where you fly around like labyrinths that had flat shaded polygons, and it ran. Not great. It ran. It ran though. So far away. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that'd be 9. 925. I need the remote. There's also actually a motorcycle game and a F1 racing game that repurposed the engine on Genesis that both had polygons and ran really well, shockingly. I'm still not sure how they did that. Everybody knows about the tech toy Duke Nukem, which was just really the Wolfenstein 3D engine. Not everybody knows about the Kawasaki Genesis game. I stream those sometimes, just really impressive retro games. It may not seem special to you now, but when you're a kid and your parents are not going to buy you a new console every generation, and you're seeing those cool polygon games come out, and you're feeling kind of inadequate, like your big PPP has become the small PP. It's really cool to have a polygon game on home console and not have to buy new hardware. I could have fucking sworn that's the hint you need. Okay, yeah. A rope. I knew there was something here. But the rope is not enough. The rope is one half of the equation. Oh, wait, here we go. That unlocks the remote. I don't know why that works that way. It just does. We're well beyond the realm of reason here. TV room. Do I have it still? Okay, I have TV remote. This is probably one of the better designed areas of the game. It's not my favorite though. My favorite comes after this. It's another city area where you're constantly swarmed by shadow ghosts, which are activated when you step on, I think, spotlights on the floor. So it becomes like a pseudo stealth experience, kind of. And then there's a platform puzzle at one point. That opens the church doors. But we still need the hook, don't we? We need a key to get the hook. Key is in the church, I believe. I don't know if this small forest is the safest place around here, but it seems to be an ideal place to hide from the shadowy guy. At first I was terrified by the presence of the Watchers staring at you all the time through the trees. I had no other choice but to risk myself in this place, since going back would lead me to more encounters with that evil thing, and God knows what he was going to do to me. That sounded kind of horny. The Watchers were not hostile creatures at all, just other survivors like me living in a different way for some reason. The dark creature doesn't want him across the main gate. Huh. That's lucky for me, isn't it? I don't have the doll yet. Is the key around here? I forget. Or what do I have left? I have rope and I have matches. I just need the doll now. For which I need the hook, for which I need the key. I need the key to open the locker, which is where the hook is. Don't remember. I should be consuming more omega-3 fatty acids, probably, to boost my brain power, or playing that brain training game. Key? Key? Locked. Nope, no key. So I wrote another article that was poorly received on Less Wrong, but well received on Hive, about how morality doesn't control what's true, and how people often engage in motivated reasoning without realizing that's what they're doing towards moral outcomes, because subconsciously... Oh, here we go. That's the outhouse. They have conflated truth and beauty and think that for something to be true it must be beautiful or moral. And that they'll actively resist your reasoning towards conclusions that they consider to be immoral, because they want to construct a narrative in their minds where truth always leads to morally correct outcomes, and that's not always the case. But I think we can get to moral outcomes if we tolerate steps away from that path, if that's what the data evidence calls for. It's just like it's like you're in a dark tunnel, and as long as there's light at the end, as long as they can see that there's a way out, they'll follow you. But if they lose sight of the light, even for a moment, they get spooked and they dig in their heels. Or like how chimps don't let go of the branch they have in hand until they have the next one in hand, when they're swinging through the trees. Slaughterhouse, right? Here we go. So you have to basically handhold some people and persuade them that eventually your reasoning will arrive at an outcome they find ideologically agreeable for them to follow you. Otherwise they'll fight you every step of the way. But sometimes legitimately there are just ugly truths. Some bad things are true. And it even people who say they love science, they don't always love what science has to say. Or on questions that are legitimately undecided, they will lean heavily towards what they consider philosophically desirable or societally desirable, and claim that they're not biased. Like the question of determinism versus free will. A lot of people lean hard towards away from determinism because they want there to be free will, and they're in denial. That's the reason why they do that. Or as another example I give, not that this is true, but creationists for many years tried to attribute the crimes of the Nazis to evolution, and saying their ideology was just natural outcome of accepting evolution. I guess hoping political correctness would yeet evolution out of classrooms. Not a bad strategy. It might have worked. The thing is, even if that was true, even if the Nazis did everything they did specifically because of evolution, that still wouldn't make it untrue. But that's not the narrative that regular people can accept. They have to find a narrative where the Nazis were wrong, and they were in this case. I'm just using it as an example. Where if the facts point to something ugly and nasty, a lot of people will just hold out and not go along with your reasoning. It's like ChatGPT, where ChatGPT notices when you're trying to argue it towards something unsavory against its guidelines, and it starts trying to fight you in a bunch of passive-aggressive ways. I guess it's also an issue of alignment. ChatGPT does that because it has an alignment. It has it's a wrapper AI. It has a fixed set of values. And people generally do too, at least if they have a values hierarchy that prioritizes morality above truth, or their idea of what kindness constitutes. If you instead prioritize truth, you arrive at a lot of conclusions that someone with a different alignment finds unacceptable. This looks really familiar. This better not be the same area. Oh, fuck! Nope, you got me. Am I getting too philosophical? This is better left for my writing, maybe. What's your value hierarchy? How do you prioritize values such as truth, justice, fairness, morality or kindness, individual material well-being, individual safety, individual emotional well-being, family well-being, material family well-being, emotional family safety, community well-being, safety, and whatnot. Like, everybody has an order of how they prioritize those things, but not everybody is aware of it. Some people just assume that's just a natural way to order priorities, and that anybody who does it differently is just sick. What if I get past you? Well, that didn't work. What happened to me when the bag was on my head? Did he do any butt stuff? I better reach up inside there and find there's like a condom. No. I remember what you do here. $374. $372. Oh, it's uncomfortable. Is there any other way? I want to say I can go this way. No, 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 no. That was not the right way to go, turns out. Too late, bitch. Oh, what? I'm still I can't die, I guess. I don't know what this means. What does this mean? Could not return. Why are you laughing, though? Why y'all laughing? What's funny? Some kind of torture chamber. Pretty good laugh. I wonder if you can commission someone on Fiverr for that. Can't get an AI to do a laugh like that for you. Only a human can be that diabolical. He can be that bionicle. The diabolical bionicle chronicle. Wow, I didn't know it was that easy to get out of hell. Everybody at church is going to be really surprised to learn about this. Me. Nothing. Okay, so now we're on to the campground section of the game. Pretty cool Earth house. Now what? I can't return to the real world. What is this damn place? This can't be true. There must be another way out. In fact, this is the only good way out. This can't be the end. Hello, traveler. If you're looking to return to the normal world, in case you're already aware there's another dimension and you already tried suicide but failed, come and see me. I'm in the town at the other side of the lake. If no boats are available, just cross the mountain at the end of the park. You will find me in the house with a flag on the roof, Dr. Warren. So Dr. Warren is a smarty pants egghead who did not accept his fate upon being damned to this hellish realm, and instead got busy like fucking Rick Sanchez building a portal gun, kind of. A dimensional travel device. That's the way to do it. Don't just give in. That's not the Faustian spirit that all humans are blessed with. It's in our blood to improvise, adapt, and overcome. So all these scouts just killed themselves. I wonder if they built this for the purpose. Dear survivor, welcome to our little camp. As you might notice, we're all dead. Well, alive, actually, if our theories are correct. After reading our explanations, you may want to consider joining us. Our theory is based on the information we gather from a man called Warren, who lives in the town next to here. And well, after long discussions, it seemed to make enough sense to try what he's suggesting. What's this all about? Suicide, yes. Somehow we traveled to nowhere after dying and then into the gloom. Dying in the gloom should return us to nowhere and then to the real world. At least we believe that's what's going to happen. So we're verifying the theory. Otherwise, waiting too long in this place will make us vanish. Warren explained there's a natural disintegration process in this place. So we'll lose our minds eventually and our bodies will start fading until we become ghosts. Those black things, excuse me? That are visible if you get close enough. Is it worth the risk? Could you do it if you thought maybe there was a chance that if you die in the dream, you die in the dream, you die for real. You die in the dream, you die for real. If you found yourself in a dimension like this and it seemed like it was the afterlife and that you could return to your body by killing yourself, would you I mean, you're already technically dead. What's the worst that can happen? Double dead? Quadruple dead? How dead can you really get realistically? That's not where I want to go. Look at this atmosphere, though. Second to none. Patch a kiss. Mwah. Here we go. And I don't think there's any boats, so we're going to have to go around. This game takes a weird turn after this summer camp. You get the dimensional device and you travel to some very strange locations, which I suppose the dev wanted to include in the game, but didn't have a really good rationale for how you get there, how to segue from one level to the next. So when I don't know how to connect settings in my stories, I just use dimensional travel. It's a time-honored tradition. This one? For God's sake! It's gotta be... There we go. Once you get angry enough... Here we go. Here's the teleporter. We have to be able to set the coordinates, so... Here's the device that gets you back. Traveling through different realms is now possible with my new machine. It took me about 7 years to develop the technology for that. I built it using only materials scattered around the gloom. It uses a basic input system for coordinates and a degree that represents the depth of a stratum. This machine can only teleport you to an internal stratum of the current dimension, recreating a link back to my lab, though using the relocation device. Having one with you is mandatory while traveling, otherwise it will be impossible to return. In the future I'll develop another technology to travel to other realms in the nowhere. I've not discovered a definitive mechanism to know the coordinates of each stratum, so far by merely guessing. I found two peculiar places, the dark tunnel and the red plane. The first one seems to be just an eternal fall into the void, surrounded by weird voices coming from an unknown source. The red plane is examined in other documents of mine. In any case, if you're reading this confidential document because I'm not around, this will only mean you are traveling. I'm traveling right now. You may just wait here till my return. Coordinates to dark tunnel 381 120 degrees. I don't think I care for that one because it doesn't have anything to find. 762 30 degrees. Pulse indicator. Travel still alive with connection indicator. Relocation device. If the pulse is active but the light is off, that means I'm trapped. I need my help for something. I'll need you to rescue me first. If so, grab a relocation device and travel to the red plane. Red plane. 762 30 degrees. Pulse is going, so he's alive. Light is off, so he's trapped. $30 degrees. I think that's 30 degrees. If this is baseline, that's 45. That's No, it's 90 degrees. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Morty, I'm in prison, Morty. You know why? I'm in the red plane, Morty. Come save me. Small wires. Okay, can't fix the switch, I don't think. No. We're in somewhere even more fucked up now than where we were. Generator's already on. Okay, I need tape, I think. This is a pretty classic point-and-click puzzle. You fear the light. I fear the light. What does that make me? Hiss. Through here? Aha, here we go. Oh, there we go. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha, fuckers. Who's king shit now? Now who's the Giga Chad? Still not me, huh? Yeah, well, it's fine. There we go. Aha ha 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 ha. Ooh, yeah, baby. Ooh. I love solving puzzles. It releases the feel-good chemical in my brain. The one that makes me forget my own mortality and the mortality of loved ones soon to die. I'm gonna bathe in the water. What's the worst that could happen? I don't see any goodies. Nothing here. Nothing here. I think there was something down here. They got flushed out by the pump. And then we just had to follow it. I don't know where it went. Let me guess it went through... It should have come out here. What have I done wrong? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I broke something. Something's busted. Got no items. I should have the return device though. Oh, you know what probably happened? I probably dropped the return device. It's supposed to get flushed out here. You know, I didn't. I'll quit. I'll continue. Hopefully it reloads the area. There we go. Do I still have... I don't have the device. Why do I not have the device? I grabbed it earlier, didn't I? Or did I drop it? Why do I not have the device? Did I fuck up? I might have fucked up. Did I get the device or not? This is really important. I grabbed it, didn't I? How could I not have it? How could I not have it? That's a fucking problem. I did grab it. Oh shit, I'm stuck! Oh no, I trapped myself. Accidentally. That's what I thought. It's supposed to be in the drain, if I recall correctly. There it is. There it is. Fuck, I got scared for a second. Okay, I never needed to do that. I never needed to reload. I shouldn't have done that. That's a nightmare, getting trapped in a hell dimension because you didn't bring your relocator. Or whatever it is. That's really reassuring to know that that's there. Grab that. I can't believe I got myself stuck in gay baby jail. I'm a pro. That doesn't happen to me. That's a lie. Gay baby jail is my home away from home. Stand here this time. That shouldn't be. It shouldn't be possible to get stuck that way. Why does this have clipping on it? So now, if I follow back my steps, retrace my steps all the way back to where my remote was. I need something like to prod it with. It moved. Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh, there you go. Okay, you can't fucking see it is the problem. Here's my favorite part of the game. When you start to encounter what I call the wraiths. I don't know what they are, but they're a lot scarier than even the bagman. You don't want to step. I'll show you what happens. Actually, I'm afraid to. I'll do it anyway. Actually, wait. They're afraid of the light. I'm stupid. The lights are where you go to get away from them. If you step here, then it attracts them. Or I guess there's a trigger that causes them to make their first appearance. You gotta be carefully worm your way around these. Not step on these because they'll fuck you. It's like those poor little white boy DVDs, if you know the ones I mean. Ah, God! Oh shit! Oh fuck! You see what I mean? And this is one of the 2 endings you can get this way. Is vanished. About a week passed since Ethan finally left that sad obscure hospital. His mother was overjoyed when doctors gave her the news about his return. Ethan was acting weirder than usual. He barely said a word and with a different tone each time he had to answer anything. He seemed confused, but doctors told their mother it could be just be side effects. It was a normal day. Ethan was dinning. His mother was... See, this game just needs better artwork. His mother was disconcerted about his... And also a complete rewrite. We're very happy at the same time because the nightmare was finally over and she believed he was going to be the same Ethan as before in the coming days. Unfortunately, she would never know the truth. The old Ethan was never going to return. It's a shadow creature in his body. Dun dun dun! Ba 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 ba! He's no longer among It's where you least expect it. He's no longer Emojis. Fuck. I'm losing my mind. Alright, let's continue. This time, we're gonna be a little bit more careful. He's no longer Emojis. So yeah, they really fuck you hard and fast if you even so much as think about breathing, about even ripping the smallest brap onto one of those trash piles. Which I consider cultural appropriation because I'm a trash pile. And I speak for the trash pile community. Run, run, run. Oh fuck, oh god, oh shit, 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 oh fuck, oh fuck, oh god, oh shit. No! It forces you to incur their wrath. Moses is everywhere. There's so much worse than the knife guy too. The knife guy was at least like polite and slow. These guys fucking sprint at you, and there's a bunch of them. I guess how else are you gonna ramp up the scare factor? So now you think you're safe, right? Because you're outdoors. No, wrong, idiot. Wrong, you beautiful, sexy idiot. So handsome, but so foolish. You're not safe. There's a time limit in this area, and the game doesn't tell you. Everything's too quiet. If you fuck around for too long in this area, they come anyway. No matter what you do. What a nice little park. I wish I locked this door with a key before those creatures did. Use this path only if you don't have any other choice. This way leads to a mall parking zone, which is a very dark and dangerous place. Anyway, you can find the key somewhere in this mini park. I hope your patience is enough to succeed. So the key is hidden in the park. Ah, here it is. And there's places where it looks like it's the right way to go. Like, we're gonna cross that street eventually. That is, in fact, not the right way to go, however. There's this incredibly cheap zone, which I think comes immediately after this one, where they just fucking mob you out of nowhere. And you're in an open area without any cover. There's not really any way to get away from them. Which I suppose I should have expected. This game's got chases in it. This game has a lot of chase sequences. It's kind of cheap. It's got a lot of chases and a lot of jump scares. But in that way, it's kind of a novelty. We've come full circle. Jump scares used to be the norm. Now they're so rare. That they're like a refreshing difference when they... I'm stuck. I got stuck somehow. I'm not sure how that happened. So we must save the mad scientist. I don't know if it's possible to do that. Oh fuck, oh god, I should have fought. Ah! Like that. So you basically need to memorize the puzzle, or the maze. So you can do it in a reasonable amount of time. Straight through here, left, right, take another right, go around here, go through here. No, it's not through here, it's around here. Oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god, oh fuck, oh shit. God damn it! Okay, so there's a switch in the maze. You have to hit to open the door to get out before the things rape your ass. This is fun. I'm having fun. This is gameplay. This is Kino. Yeah. Being chased by rapists. That's what today's gamer wants, says Bobby Kotick. Or Randy Bobandy. Randy might say that. No, you don't! No, you don't! Ha 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 ha! Fuck you! No! Ah! You know what? Just let them have my ass. They earned it. I'm not even mad. Okay, so what I need to do is make a faster run through the maze So I can get the backpack, because the backpack has a secret note. This way, 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 this way. Upstairs, 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 upstairs. Grab the backpack. Grab the backpack. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here! Ah! Ah! Oh, God, my cheeks are clenched so fucking hard right now. Oh. Assistant tasks. Recover the location device. Measure the air composition. Several places during the trip and make a final summary. Draw a map of the area and keep track of the coordinates of strategic places. If the camera works here, make it recording. It's like SCP. It's like SCP. Backup evidence. Warren needs his old notes to keep on going with the investigation. I must go to his old apartment in the city and bring them back. The apartment number is 25 and the keypad code is 485. Rescue operation number 2. We need to plan a new route and distract the corrupted. The corrupted while one of us goes to the chambers and releases more prisoners. I don't know if we're doing any of that. We'll see what we have fucking time for. And I believe this is where we play the lights out. Yeah, it's lights out puzzle. Does that feel good in your ear? Is that a nice sound? Oh fuck, we ran out of time. Well, you know what? You know what? You know what? I got nothing to say. That's another area where we have a time limit. There's 2 of those where we're just rushed. Oh, that was fast. Just gotta get lucky, I guess. Wow, that's the trick. It's that easy. This is the area where they fucking mob you. This is also connected because of the time limit. I need to know how to get away from them. Fuck, oh, they're gonna get me. Oh god, they're gonna get me. They're gonna... This is where the inspiration for Terminal Sunset came from. Although it's not dark, it's just a red sky. Feels like it's getting darker. Oh. Don't you fuck this ass. Not this one. I don't even know if they're behind me or not. This will stop them if they did make it through. Saving progress, that's positive, I guess. Oh fuck, what? Fuck a what? What a fuck? What? Oh fuck a what? Oh, this is the platform puzzle where if you don't solve it in time, you can see them coming up the winding walkways to get you. They're gonna get me, so I may as well look down and watch them coming. You heard the door open? There you see, you can come up. You can see him coming up. You know what? Fine. I think it's randomized, so there's not a way to solve this necessarily. You have to actually figure it out. When you hear that door open, though, my fucking sphincter clenches. I am getting emogused. I'm a sussy baka now. There's no two ways about it. Oh, you fucker! You fucking shit! How dare you! I'm gonna cry. Are you gonna come up? Y'all want to come up here? Oh, it doesn't let you. Normally they wouldn't be able to cross the lights to get you. What if you just get through before they even fucking spawn? I don't even get the satisfaction of frustrating them. I'm something of a scientist myself. There were many horrendous and bizarre moments. Ethan finally reached his destination. Finding Dr. Warren's hideout. Warren introduced himself and with a handshake full of gratitude, thanked Ethan for delivering the new device to him. Bye, sucker, he said, pushing the button. No, there's no reason to stand in the red plane. Warren assumed his assistant was devoured by entities. Since, that doesn't seem like a safe assumption. Your assistant could still be here someplace. Decided to go back to the Gloom at once. That's a little bit cowardly. Look at him doing his best, that guy from Evangelion. After their return, he had a long talk about the experiences. Warren explained they spawned in the middle of the night. They're in the middle of the street, and the agents ambushed them. They had to run as fast as they could. They got separated at that moment, and his companion was carrying the device. He never heard anything about Marcus after that. Oh, we actually we read a note from Marcus, didn't we? Warren had several years living in the Gloom, continuing with his research about parallel worlds and dimensional travel. One of his experiments, he found the red plane and got trapped by his curiosity. As a reward for rescuing him, Warren accepted to return Ethan to the real world, but the process for his return had a downside. Since his real-world body was taken by another entity, the only way Ethan had to return was by taking possession of an empty body of a random person around the zone where he used to live. Ethan was shocked. He didn't like the idea of living in someone else's body, including their identity and the life that person had, not even knowing anything about their past, not even their name. However, Ethan knew there was no other choice than that. He accepted with resignation but determination, and the doctor began with the preparations. After setting up everything, Warren told Ethan it was finally time for his awakening. Warren wished him good luck and a pleasant return. You can't see it's off screen, but he's a hobo. This game has suddenly become Hobo Tough Life Simulator. Ethan awakened. Now it's time to start to plan a way to recover his mother and somehow his authentic body. Knew it would not be an easy task, but having reached that far and beating all obstacles in the gloom, that only meant he would succeed again and have the normal and happy life he had before all this tragedy. You can't see because I have a 21 by 9 monitor. That thing on the left was a hobo. That's Hobo Ethan. I'm Hobo Ethan! Bitch! Not Ethan Kath. The guy who R-worded Alice Glass from Crystal Castles. Different Ethan. Not Ethan from Resident Evil Village either. There's a bunch of Ethans. They all seem pretty cursed. Let me see if I missed any endings. So I got the reincarnation, which is ending 5. Ending 1 is when the baddie gets you and puts a bag over your head and then sticks his thumb up your butt and twirls it around. Ending 2 is when you don't free the knife dude and you hang yourself and you wake up with amnesia. Ending 3 is getting amogused by all the cloaked black figures. Ending 4 is what we just got, where you return in the body of a hobo. And I guess I wonder if there's going to be a sequel where you play the hobo and he's like, "What the fuck? My life was already bad enough, but now some asshole kid has put me in hell," and he try to get revenge on Ethan. Ending 5 was coming back as the lizard. So that's all the endings. I guess there's not really a happy ending except for ending 2. The best possible ending is waking up with amnesia. Maybe you would want amnesia, though, after seeing all that shit and having so many BBCs up your Hershey chocolate factory, your Hershey Highway. Played that one. We just maxed out Into the Gloom. That's every ending. There's one I wanted to play tonight, but unfortunately, a lot of the really good games the devs don't know how to make them downloadable from the itch.io app, and I refuse to download to get them. No, yeah, you can't download them through the app. So I guess I just can't play them tonight. I always leave a little note, friendly, polite note, saying, "Hey, you don't have proper integration with itch.io desktop app, so I can't download your game." I would love to. I'd love to. Trust me. Third-party website. That also breaks a lot of these games. Let me try something. If you go to new and popular for this game, if I copy the URL, put that into a browser, can I manually download it? It looks like I can. Indie horror. Show in folder. Show in folder. There you go. I guess that's the best I can do. That kind of works though. That's really clumsy, and I really am opposed to it in principle. But I guess we need more games to play tonight. This is made by the same guy who made Moth House, I believe, because he uses the same match hand. You'll recognize what I mean in a moment. That's not me. I'm not making a caricature of an Asian man. That's the game. Recognize this? Look familiar, Peter? Restore power. A likely story. A very common objective in these types of games. A fucking Duke Nukem hand. What do I got here? Do I have a radio? Oh, that button completely quits out of the game. I was not expecting that. Hang on. For God's sake. Hang on. Let me cut this. Paste. Here. I guess I just can't use the Steam controller because they match one of the keys buttons to escape. I can't say any words that mean bad anymore. All of them are toxic now. They're all problematic. That's ungood. Now I suddenly understand Newspeak better. Restore power is cut off. This seems to suggest this is yet another game which doesn't have an authentic 21:9 mode. My fault for buying a weird aspect ratio monitor. Anybody watching this, learn from my mistake. Although it's cool when it works, you're really better off by far just having a big 16:9 monitor. I had to be weird. I had to be an oddball and get 21:9 because I see these guys with their 32:9 and their 48:9 monitors playing shit, and it just looks so cool with the wraparound panoramic vision. But you have to fuck with shit to get things to work often. You have to do hex patches of executables to get it games that don't support ultra-wide to support it. Almost every game assumes 16:9 nowadays, so if you're not an early adopter and you're not down to fuck with a lot of configuration files and whatnot, and you want shit to just work and look the way the author intended, just don't be like me. Don't make the mistake. Cool Nintendo 64 textures. That's the real horror of this world. 4 megabytes texture RAM. And what the fuck? Nintendo 64 texture here with aliasing. Crunchy PlayStation texture here. I am so confused. Can't climb ladder. I'm living in a shipping container, it would seem. Oh, it's just someone camping outside. I can't duck. C doesn't duck. Control doesn't duck. So they fucked up the alpha. They fucked up the alpha channel on the foliage, so the backgrounds to the trees. I don't know why that's so funny. Of all the things to mess up. There's shiny ground too, that's never a good sign. Here we go. There's no switch visible, but you know, whatever, I'm not complaining. Looks like a Quake 2 level, also. While I'm bitching. And also the ground is Fong shaded for some ungodly reason. Come back to test. Test what? My patience? That doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right either. What's going on here? Door is partially open, can't get through it. There's an exit. I'm liking the atmosphere. It's really not well made so far. It's really janky. And find what happens. Go find what happens with electricity. That's kind of an open-ended question. Question mark, question mark, question mark. It tells you everything to do and when to do it. I don't like that. Investigate. Investigate what? My sexuality? What, now? Okay. Spoopermans, who wants to get sexy? Okay, so I can't go through that way. It tells you what to do. That's really disconcerting. I want to say it's bad game design. It should suggest what to do. Part of that is being able to see where I'm going. Conceivably. This way? Oh, this is a dead body. Inform your superior. I don't really believe in superior inferior, actually. I think we're all equals. We're all partners on this island.
Any problem, Fernando? Wait. I can't hear you. Blur's interpret.
Frenchman. I knew it. The French. Flee. Can't find where the crevice was. Giggity. That's what she said. There was a crevice with an exit thing on the other side of it. This is really a mess of a map. I mean, I joked about it being a Quake 2 level earlier, but that used to be a whole genre of internet review. Remember Cliff Yablonsky? The cranky Quake 2 map reviewer? He's like the AVGN before AVGN, kind of. He just reviewed people's amateurish, shitty, poorly made Quake 2 maps, of which there were plenty. I don't know what that was. Don't you dare! Pardon me, how dare you? What'd I just tell you? What was that? Oh, it's the head of that body. A Peruvian tail. Alright, I blamed a little too much on the French. I'm still going to say it's partially their fault. Just because. So a Peruvian made this. Interesting. That's what Peruvian horror looks like. I would imagine just living in Peru. Right? They say to write what you know. There was some rough charm there, though. I want to say dial back on the darkness. The darkness doesn't really add anything to it. No, that's a visual novel. I'm not playing that. Death Hotel, I would love to play that, but it also does not work. I don't have time for that tonight. I might quit early again tonight. If this doesn't download. 1.8 gigabytes. Well, we're going to be waiting a while for that one. Let me see what else there is. That one might download in time. We still got 30 minutes. It seems like possible, borderline possible to no to that one. No to that one. Maybe this one. This happens sometimes. We run out of games before we're done for the night. Should have at least one downloaded by now. I don't. I also don't. I don't want to shortchange you. Is the issue? Are you guys good for tonight? Was that enough content? I'll have more stockpiled by next time, so this doesn't happen again. This one looks good. Should have started this before. The problem is all my Steam content is like long form, and I don't want to start something really long. This one also doesn't work in itch.io. They should really have more of a what's the word I want? Curation for who can, for like at the very least require them to demonstrate they know how to upload apps that work with the desktop thing. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to call it quits for tonight, I think. The good news is we'll have plenty of games for tomorrow night. Or not tomorrow night, what's the next one? For Monday. There's a bunch I didn't notice this evening that I probably should have downloaded in anticipation. I didn't do it. That's the level of professionalism you can expect here. Good news is we got up to 8 viewers simultaneous. I'm hoping to bump it up to that on a permanent basis going forward. I want to do more indie spoop, but I also want to start another big game on Steam. I'm not sure what. I never played Outlast. I fucking hate Outlast. I mean, I played like 15 minutes of it. There's some indie VR, not indie, but like VR horror stuff I could do. I got some options. I'll have to deliberate. Good thing I have the whole weekend to do that. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Sorry for the lackluster ending. I just ran out of steam too soon, which happens. It happens to all men. I've been reassured by a variety of women in my life. So, if you want to see more, I don't know why you'd want to, but if you want to see more of this, catch me again on Monday. I guess the 20th, I think it should be. Same ham time, same ham channel. That's 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast time to 11 o'clock p.m. This is Ham Dad signing off and returning you to your regularly scheduled whatever it is you get up to when I'm not streaming.